my belly full with frozen custard. Now I'm going to cross Brooklyn Bridge. This pathway here for pedestrians was, when the bridge was built, actually for commuters that lived in Brooklyn and went working in Manhattan. They walked this every day. And the story goes that the people that lived in Brooklyn were the first commuters in the world who were not living at the place where they were also working. So big history here. Hundreds, probably billions of people have crossed this bridge in the last couple of decades, and now it's up to me. From one side it is really way too busy, there are too many tourists. Of course, why am I surprised again? But on the other hand, this is probably how it was also in the early days when the people were commuting. It must have been also that busy like today. I'm now passing almost the first pillar, which is, it's totally built out of bricks, metal, bricks and wood. And this is probably much stronger. This bridge will survive another 500 years probably. So strong they built it. So I just passed the first pillar behind me. And look at the stunning view over there from this bridge. Also on the other side. There's Midtown Manhattan, midpoint of the bridge, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Second pillar done. Do you know why? Because I can. Walking again in the financial district because I'm going to Staten Island ferry. This is the fastest way through financial district. And what's really funny to see here is that the streets are so narrow here. So compared to Midtown Manhattan, where the avenues and the streets are really wide, here it's so narrow, and then it's surrounded by huge buildings. As you can see, Freedom Tower, I just saw there behind me, Freedom Tower. There. Behind me, this is the Equatable building. It's a skyscraper from 1915, and it's definitely not the highest skyscraper. It wasn't even back then. But what is really cool about this building, that the size of it is like one block. So it is not the highest, but it's definitely the most massive. Massive. Here it is, Wall Street. So in this street, the Dutch built the wall on the first settlement on Manhattan Island. It was standing right here, and that's why it's called Wall Street. New York Stock Exchange on Snapchat. How cool is that? So this is the financial heart of the world. This is where all the money flows through. When you work in finance, when you have a lunch break, could go here to buy your wife a nice present.
In marked lockers and bins along the cabin walls. See instructions for their use, which are posted in red frames throughout the ferry. For assistance, see uniformed crew members located on each deck. Thank you for riding the Staten Island Ferry.
You guys. I'm going to interview.
I'm now on Staten Island. I came here with the ferry. I had a nice beer there, the River Island Terrace or something. But Staten Island is definitely not New York. It's very dead here, all the stores are closed. And it's boring. Back to Manhattan. So I just came out of the American Indian Museum, a free museum offered by the state about the history of the Native Americans. And now I'm going to the next destination, East Village, next to East River, and that's where I will have my dinner tonight. I'm now walking Lower East Side, or close to Lower East Side. This has been the roughest area I've seen so far. Rough people, mess, rough really. People look at you like, what do you want? So, but nice experience. It's again something different. It looks a little bit like Little Italy area, which is not so far away from here. But this is rougher than Little Italy for sure. But not afraid. Sitting here in Lower East Side in a grilled cheese restaurant. They make here grilled cheese sandwiches and they say it's the best in town. So I'm going to try a cheddar with ham grilled cheese sandwich. New York City, it's all about the taste and flavors. So now I'm walking in East Village. And East Village is was the area where all the immigrants were sent to. So the day that they arrived, then they got housing in East Village. This was then really the poorest. It was the poorest part of Manhattan. And now it's a little bit upcoming, so it's all the artists are going here, and the artist starts to become so a little bit bohemian style neighborhood, but I think you can still feel this cheap history. There's things here that quite impress you when you see it, and it's good that I don't look like a tourist, because here I think Dutch Challenger, here it's not good to look like a tourist, so that's why I'm also not filming so very obvious, just acting like I'm on the phone, you know. But still, it's nice to see. I will take later on the subway, because I got a nice surprise with my cheddar cheese, grilled cheese sandwich, but I'm not so hungry anymore, so I decided to go a short while for a pit stop to the apartment. So 2 or 3 hours, a little bit chilling, and then tonight maybe walking around a little bit in the 5th Avenue area, or I will see. But now, little exploration in East Village. Over and out.